What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and Juwan Howard is in a whole bunch of hot water right now in college basketball. Obviously, unless you were under a rock for the past few days and weren't really watching all the highlights, or maybe you just don't pay attention to college basketball, maybe you don't know that Juwan Howard, the head coach for the Michigan Wolverines, former alumni, part of the Fab Five, had a long NBA career, Juwan Howard, he actually hit an opposing head coach over a problem that they had at the end of the game, and now he has been suspended for the rest of the regular season. There's a lot of debate out there of whether this is enough for something like this, whether he should be coaching in the postseason, but for right now, this is the punishment. Michigan men's basketball coach Juwan Howard suspended for rest of Wolverines regular season after post-game altercation at Wisconsin. And if you didn't see this, Jeremy made a video reacting to it. I'm obviously on the road right now. I'm in a hotel in Dallas, Texas, or else I would have been talking a lot more about this story because it's crazy to me. And I'm a fan of Michigan. You know, half my family's from there. I've always followed Michigan. I've seen Michigan play in the NCAA tournament a couple times. Not as dear to me as my Purdue Boilermakers, but I always root for Michigan when the opportunity's there. If you missed it, this is what happened.
We got pushing and shoving. We got a lot of chirping. We got a wrestling match going
You see them get into it at the end, and then Juwan Howard takes it one step further.
on.
And he
representative because we're getting more diversity within this series.
He throws what looked like started out to be a punch, ended up being kind of an open hand slap. That's not something you can do as a coach, as a leader of men out there, to set that type of example for your players. It's unacceptable from Juwan Howard. I get it. I understand he had a problem with what happened. Here's the thing. Juwan Howard had a problem that while they were up by double digits, they were up like 13 or 14 with a minute left, he was upset that the Wisconsin head coach called a timeout when they were about to force a potential 10-second violation. Juwan Howard, your team down, double digits with the last minute left, you were still full court pressing. So why are you mad about someone calling a timeout to not get a turnover when you're still full court pressing? It's completely nonsensical. The reason he got upset is stupid. He tried to shake him off at the end, didn't want to shake his hand. The Wisconsin coach stopped him. It's no excuse to haul off and hit someone, and obviously, that's what has come from all of this. Michigan men's basketball coach Juwan Howard has been suspended 5 games the remainder of the regular season and fined $40,000 for hitting Wisconsin assistant coach Joe Krabbethoft in the face of Sunday's game. The Big Ten Conference announced on Monday. Wisconsin coach Greg Gard was fined $10,000 for violating the conference sportsmanship policy, but not suspended. We had some other players that were suspended one game who also threw punches. Shockingly, after they saw their coaches get into a fight, they started throwing punches as well. And I wanted to get to what Juwan Howard said right here. After taking time to reflect on all that happened, I realized how unacceptable both my actions and words were, how they affected so many. I'm truly sorry, he said in a separate statement. I'm offering my sincerest apology to the players and their families, my staff, my family, and the Michigan fans around the world. And I'd like to personally apologize to the Wisconsin coach and his family too. Lastly, I speak about being a Michigan man and representing University of Michigan with class and pride. I did not do that. I will learn from this mistake and it will never happen again. No excuses. It's a bad look. I know there's a lot of Michigan fans out there trying to find any way they can to defend it. I'm a Michigan fan. You can't defend that. You can talk about maybe the Wisconsin guy shouldn't have, stopped him in the line. There's no excuse for hitting someone as a head coach like that. It just cannot happen. I think there's argument that maybe Juwan Howard shouldn't coach the rest of the season. I do think that that's legitimate, as much as that sucks. I think that conversation is out there for a reason, because to have a coach hit someone like that is pretty big. But what do you guys think about this? I wish I'd been able to talk about it more and, quicker than I did get to it, but we talked about it nonetheless. Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.